Three guys and we on the corner like Israelites. I get a torch and yeah, I get a torch and the temperature rise. That's crazy as fuck. I just peep you got one of them like little Chinese prophecy things. I got one of them bitches in my room.
The little I don't even know what these things are called.
Right.
We've had this since I was like a baby. I was surprised when I seen that my sister still had it, and I realized what it was at first. I was like, oh snap.
Okay, now this is tripping because that's not full screen. I ain't never realized how this nigga wrapped it around. Shit like a babushka. Whatever the fuck that shit's called. Is that what it's called? Babushka? Bashuka?
Babushka, yeah, with the little things that they be wearing in the Middle East.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to see what's the best way to stream this shit because it looked crazy on here actually. Matter of fact, I know what I'm doing wrong. Hold on. I know what
Where,
I'm doing wrong.
where you streaming at?
From the Discord. Well, off OBS. And I'm using OBS to stream off YouTube to get the Discord screen.
No, I mean like, what room are you in right now?
Oh, my stream room.
It looked different. I'm like, oh, it's not. Oh, it's on the
Yeah.
other side.
I got a lot made up in this bitch now. That's what you talking about.
Okay, doing a little song.
Got it looking right here. Now I got it. I ain't gonna front. I do definitely need two monitors. I can't wait to work towards that because that'll make this shit so much easier. Then I can sit over there and then like y'all be able to see the whole room and shit. In due time, in due time, in due time. But
How
yeah.
big is the room?
They ain't like the biggest room. It's about the size of a small. It's pretty small. It's like probably. Let me guess. I say no more than like 15 feet, like 15 by 15, something like that. Ain't big as hell, but big enough to it could like hold this couch. Two motherfuckers sit right here. I can sit in that chair. Really, like 4, 5 people can fit in this bitch. Maybe like six, like comfortably too. Like, but yeah, in this bitch. Let me goddamn
It look good.
appreciate. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go goddamn. I gotta go grab some shit right quick. Hold on. Entertain the people in this motherfucker. We got like I think 2, 3 people watching.
To the 2 and 3 people watching, just want to let you know that man on the back look like Malcolm X, but it ain't Malcolm X. I don't know who that is. If I'm being completely honest with you, let's do a brief history on Malcolm X. Malcolm X he was a freedom fighter. You feel me? Back in the day, you know that man wasn't about the peace. You feel me? Like you know, that was Martin Luther King job. Luther King was the one that was like, hey y'all, you know, sit down in these bars. And if they spit on us, we gotta let them spit on us. If they hit us, we gotta let them hit us. If they screaming in our faces, we gotta let them scream in our faces. If they throw paint on us, we gotta let them throw paint on us. Simply because we need to let them know that we not who they think we are. We not those people. We not aggressive. We ain't those people who gon' do to them what they do to us. We are godly people, so we gotta turn it other treat, or turn it other treat. They can't do nothing. The people who ain't gonna do nothing to them, they can't never say nothing, cause that's not the type of people we are. That was MLK. But Malcolm, he was like, nah, bro, I ain't with that, bro. Y'all can get spat on if you want to. Somebody spit on me, I'ma kill him. And with that, bro, y'all go keep that peaceful jump over on that side. On this side, we going in guns blazing. Pa, 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 pa. We ain't playing with them. We ain't play with these folks. Cause we need to let them know not to play with us. So MLK, he was more so for the violence. He was more so for the shimmy shimmy ya shimmy yay. We been playing them games. I don't know. I think I know more about Martin though than I do Malcolm. I think that's the only thing I know about Malcolm. I know that he got ran up on his last day. I think he was giving a speech, and they was plotting on him the whole time. And then the last day they came in there with shotguns, and just blew him up. Smithereens, dead, DD. They wasn't for that freedom fighter stuff. They wasn't with it. They're like, these people dangerous. And eventually, they had to do that to the Black Party, the Black Panther Party. They were like, bro, we not playing with y'all, bro. Y'all really out here. We not playing with that. Y'all really think y'all somebody, like, y'all really got some strength on you. Y'all really showing us up. Y'all really showing us that we are not people that you could be afraid of. So y'all, I don't know really what they did. Google it. Let's figure out what they did. Let's see. When did the Black Panther Party, I can't even say dismantle. I'm gonna say that. They dissolved in the 1982s in Oakland, California. What if the Black Panther Party became Bloods and Crips? See, it was in the 1960s and ended in 1982, so it was running strong for 22 years. So, this is just, it might not be factual, but this is off of Britannica, something like that. The history, this is what they saying. Black Panther Party, African American Revolutionary Party, founded in 1966 in Oakland, California, by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. The party's original purpose was to patrol African American neighborhoods to protect residents from acts of police brutality. The Panthers eventually developed in a Marxist revolutionary group that called for the arming of all African Americans. Exemption of African Americans from the draft and from all sanctions of so-called white America, the release of all African Americans from jail, and the payment of compensation to African Americans for centuries of exploitation by white Americans. Peak in the late 1960s. Panther membership exceeded 2,000, and the organization operated chapters in several major American cities. Despite passage of the 1960s civil rights legislation that followed the landmark U.S. Supreme Court ruling in Brown v. Board of Education, Topeka, 1954. African American living in cities through North America continue to suffer economic and social inequality, poverty, and reduced public services characterize the urban centers where residents were subject to poor living conditions, joblessness, chronic health problems, violence, and limited means to change their circumstances. Such conditions contributed to urban uprising in the 1960s, such as those in the Watts district of Los Angeles in
Alright, I'm back.
1965, among others.
I'm black and I'm better.
I was educating the about the Black
I
Panther
heard
Party,
you,
bro.
and yes, motherfucker, this is Malcolm X.
Okay. Cause he looked too pale, bro. So I guess the light was hitting him. So I was like, oh, that's a white man.
Nah, that's Malcolm, bro. It's just somebody drew him, I guess.
Okay, that's why he looked a little different.
Yeah, I got like 3 pictures of Malcolm X in here. This is just not the best one. But yeah, we in this
Well, there you have
motherfucker. Blackout Mafia. Educating the people. That's what Fred would have wanted.
what he would have wanted, bro. Keep your legacy alive. I said it's what he would have wanted, bro. Keep your legacy alive. Hold on, let me go get some tissue right quick. Good boy.
Damn it.
Okay.
My bad. I'm fucking up some raw cookie dough. That shit good.
I was wondering what that was.
It's the cookies with the M&Ms in them. It's Blackout Mafia, bro. We do shit like that. We educate motherfuckers and we eat raw cookie dough. This is Baby Katoru and it's Aight. Who the fuck?
Yup.
Who could do it better? Oh shit.
What is that right there on your table? Like this triangle.
I'm glad you asked, Bridget. It's a rolling. It's a plate. I'm not necessarily sure it was meant for rolling, but I'm gonna use it for that. But I don't really roll, but I just use it like as a place to gather my material, you know. But it's
So what is gonna be? Ratatouille. Sir. Oh, cause it's supposed to be cheese.
Never thought of that.
Interesting. Very creative.
For real. But shit, what's been going on in your world, brother?
Okay, man. Black. Pay this car. Playing it, see what got going on and stuff. Figuring things out, man. I've been bitter a lot too lately. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it is.
I know what
I
it
mean,
is.
I know what it is too. I ain't gonna lie. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it
Oh shit! All right, we understood. Don't gotta be explained. But nah, bro.
I ain't gonna, no, I ain't gonna talk about it. But trying to get work past that. Deal with my problems. Deal what I got to deal with. I know one thing is I be trying to control things, and I be expecting things to go certain way, so when it don't, I be getting like pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Be having to chill out on that and realize, okay, that so I'm in my power, so I just gotta be cool with it. That's something I'm still having to learn. You know, I'm a little spoiled brat, so you feel me? If I don't get my way, you know, it ain't gonna be, peaches and cream and rainbows.
It's hell,
But
hot water.
so I just be having to learn how to like adjust my attitude on certain things and just accept what it is, which ain't the easiest for me to do, but I'm still learning how to do it. So that's just really what I've been dealing with this week for real. Yeah, like I said, work, trying to figure out what these holidays is gonna look like. And yeah, making stuff shake.
Hell yeah.
Yo, bro, I realized we missed it last week. We didn't talk about how your week went last week.
We
So
didn't.
it's been like, I don't think we did.
Oh shit. So fuck me. No, I'm just playing. Uh,
Because you just went right into it. You didn't
I was,
you didn't bother trying to figure it out. You went right into it.
I was high strung off that damn election shit. They was getting on my fucking nerves. I was like, no, I'm feeding to the bullshit because it's pissing me off. It's exactly what it's supposed to do. Make us argue on fucking line. Wait, fuck all that. This week, I ain't gonna lie. This week been transformative. I ain't gonna lie with you. I have had a pretty good week, but an emotional ass week at the same time. Like you ever something I always think of when I think of like you or Kane, is just certain stories that always come to mind. And this old shit y'all have told me or told me about each other. One thing I always think of is when you was saying you was messing around with some girl and she had swamp ass, and I just fucking thought that was the funniest shit ever.
Ah,
That shit was
I was
funny.
not thinking I was gonna go that way, bro.
No, bro, I
Oh,
swear, cause it's like I only brought that up because like when that happened, did that make you like just not want to fuck no more? Like at least like for a while.
bro, I was done after that. Like I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm done, bro. Like I was finished. Like I just couldn't. I don't like it, bro. It was disgusting. It hit my nose, and I saw it. I was like, oh, no. So yeah, no, I was done after
Yeah, celibacy.
that. Yeah, it really did. Like turn me off to that for a minute because I was like, mm, I
Like
was done.
I ain't even gonna cap you down, bro. I had an experience similar to that. Not necessarily like stanking or no shit, but just I don't know something about fucking with this girl just did not like no like nah, bro. Like that shit completely turned me off. Like I don't even want no type of like I'm over it, nigga. I wish a bitch would throw some pussy my way. Like getting drop kicked, nigga. I'm just like, but yeah, that shit just had me feeling weird. Like I ain't. It just completely got me off that topic type shit. I'm kind of glad that happened because now I can just focus on other shit, like without the need for that distraction. Like there's one thing when like it kind of just pop up in your head like unsolicited type shit, but there'd be other times where you be kind of enabling the shit. That's why I gotta get off Twitter. I told Kane that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm deleting this shit. I ain't. Twitter is a fucking cesspool, nigga. I can't escape. Like it's always something on Twitter, bro. Like even if I'm not following the shit, like it's always there. So I'm like, yeah, bro. That's Instagram. My Instagram so fucking clean cut. I love it. It ain't shit but anime, gym posts, and fucking spiritual shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. Occasionally, one of them little cosplay bitches will pop up just because I got a lot of anime shit on there. But it don't be nothing crazy though. Like, but nah, bro. Fuck Twitter. Everything else been, everything else been smooth, bro. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I cried today, bro. That shit was so fucking dramatic feeling. Like, I hate crying like hard because that shit feel like, bro, why, like, that shit feel like I'm in a movie. I'm like, bro, because I can't stop fucking. I can't stop, my nigga. It's like, it'd be one thing if you could, like, get, like, you kind of tear up a little bit and, like, kind of just stop. But it's a whole other thing when it's like, bro, it's fucking waterworks in this bitch. Like, I can't even goddamn open my eyes and see shit. Nigga nose running. Like, that shit tough. I ain't even gonna lie.
Nah.
But that shit felt good though. Like, that shit gave me a lot of clarity on shit I was just like ignoring for a while. That shit felt good. Oh shit. What these damn pipes be having? Them shit be lit forever.
Clutch. But, yeah, just uncontrollable. Just blowing.
You said what?
So just uncontrollable. Like it's been a minute since I like had a moment like where I cried for real. I tried to like not long ago and just when it come out and then I think the time before that there was a song that I had heard that just had me just gone. And I just let it go. 'Cause, you know, I think good, holding on to a lot of pent up things. Good for you to let things go.
Yeah,
That's how I've been feeling lately. It's just I got a lot of pent up stuff. Like I just feel it, bro. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I feel like it's gonna come out in some type of way. I just needed to, cause like all that build up, bro, just don't feel good inside. So like you said, when you just let it go like that and just cry, like it just feels really good.
I ain't gonna lie. You might fuck around and let your shit out in anger. Just because, like, you usually don't. Like, I'm just assuming. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you ever, like, get mad and shit, have you ever, like, punched holes in walls or some shit like that? Or, like, broke some shit?
There was times, yeah, where I like punched the wall or whatever. You know, I ain't punched no hole in the wall or nothing, but nah. And I think you're right though. You know me well. Like I think it might come out then because I've been a lot more angrier lately. I've been feeling a lot more like bitterness and anger and just frustration. So you might be right. And just, I feel a lot of just rage inside that I have not let out, like for real, for real. Because I've been playing basketball too lately, and I recognize I'm a lot more aggressive
Mm-hmm.
than when I used to be. Like, which means I'm like letting that shit go a lot more. So I think you're right. And I've been kind of like saying things that I don't usually say that's coming out in frustration and coming out of anger because I've been repressing that for so long. So yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. You know me very well.
Like I say that too, cause like, cause I swear, we all be like in the same fucking boat, just in different fucking fashions and shit. But I feel like me and you both kind of dealing with emotions that we never really opened up to for real. Like me, for example, like when I was going through like my granddad first passing and shit, I was in the gym heavy, just boxing like a motherfucker, lifting like a motherfucker. And like I really thought that shit was helping me for real, but like it really wasn't because it was like it just certain shits you really just can't work through certain ways. Like I can get through a breakup in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I can get through a bad argument with my mama or my grandma or some shit. I can just go to the gym, just fight that off. Like that really relieves the fuck out of me. But it was like some shit like that. Like I was nigga, I couldn't punch that damn bag hard enough to let that shit out for real, for real. Like everything I did just did not feel like I was really getting rid of that, getting rid of that emotion for real and shit. So I ain't gonna cap. Like today, like crying, I was like, damn, like that's I've been holding that shit up for a year, and that shit felt good as a motherfucker to let go. Cause now I can like properly move on from the shit. Cause like crying ain't really some shit that I'm like comfortable doing for real, even in private. I ain't even gonna lie. Like Like nigga, when I was in here crying and shit, nigga, my grandma wasn't even in the fucking house. I was still trying to keep my damn voice down. Just I was like, I'm not comfortable with myself crying sometimes. I ain't even gonna cap. So letting all that shit out for real in a unfamiliar fashion, that shit felt good as hell. So I'm like, that might be how it be for you. But if it do, if you able to catch that shit before, just make sure it's a healthy manner. And make sure you don't accidentally burn no bridges out of anger.
Nah, I appreciate that. I've been observing it a lot. Like, I can recognize like there's a lot of things that like I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff coming up, and it's a lot of frustration, and I can recognize where it's coming from. And most of the time, I go quiet. Like, I don't say nothing at all. You know, and I just peep it. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, there be sometimes where I do be like talking to people who I know I've repressed a lot of frustration and anger towards, and I be wishing and just hoping that they like say something so I can like say something back. You feel me? Like just you feel me? Like I be itching for like an argument, but I also like recognize that I don't really want that. Like I recognize that it's not what I'm trying to find. I'm still at the end of the day trying to find a solution and an understanding. It's not just the anger there. It's like me recognizing why I'm angry to begin with, you know. And even when I'm more passionate, like even like today with my grandma, like she was telling me stuff that kind of like pissed me off. Not cause she pissed me off, but it's like, why are we dealing with this right now? Like, why are we acting like it's this? Like we need to be like moving and it pissed me off. I was more passionate, but I was able to still talk to my grandma like from a place of understanding. You feel me with that passion? So it's like I was able to get it out, but I didn't have to like talk down on her like and disrespect her with what I said. So I've been learning how to like let it out without it being something that's like, you know, damaging. Like I feel like I might at some point do it by mistake, you know. But a lot of stuff that I've been saying is like cutting to the chase,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a little brutal sometimes, because I ain't thinking about people's emotions as much. But I'm kind of like, I don't care. I need you to know this, like, bro, like, like, so I have not been. I don't want to say I've been heartless, but like, I've not allowed like certain things to just slide, like, so. I feel where you coming from. Don't burn no bridges. I'm trying not to, bro. Like, I don't see myself having to do that, but I'm looking. I can tell that I'm looking for something to just. You feel me? I know it's gonna come, but I need to like. I meditate every morning. I journal as much as I can. Like I legit try to make sure, even when I'm at basketball, I try to make sure that I'm like, yo, keeping it calm and cool and collected. You feel me? And not doing too much, so it's not coming out in damaging ways. You feel me? I'm checking myself before anything. So I hear where you coming from for sure. And I'm glad you're able to get yours out too. Cause you feel me? Like I feel like the growth in it. You feel me? I feel the maturity in it. Like I was just thinking this earlier today, like how is like, dang, bro, I just access a new side of myself, bro. Like that I, like you said, kept repressed for so long. So the fact that you able to get that out, it's like not a new you, but like it's, ain't there like a new you? Cool too. How you said that? We kind of like we're parallel, but like in two different ways. You definitely right about that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I just be like I love when like you and Kane tell me shit that y'all got going on because it's like it may not like the situation could be something completely fucking different, but it's like the logic behind how we feel towards the situation is the same. Like I don't know what you got going on with your grandma, but nigga, I swear it same already, nigga. I'm trying to properly and not aggressively handle my fucking grandmother the same way. Like it's hard though, cause it's like she'll do things that if it was somebody else, I'd literally cuss their ass out or damn near fight them for it. But it's like I have to remain this level of respect, and it's hard when you deal with just certain obstacles and personalities that just make it hard to properly communicate with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like like when you start to feel like the individual that you having this back and forth with don't give a fuck about your opinion, it's hard to you feel the disrespect in that sentiment. So it's hard to not disrespect that shit back, especially as the person that I am. Like I've everybody in my fucking family clap back at some shit. And it's like that's the one thing I'm trying to learn to stop doing as much because as to where some people in my family know where to cut that line off at, like me and my dad don't really know where to cut that line off at. So it's like I remember one time, and I'm not like proud to say this shit or nothing, but like my baby mama kind of got mad at me. She said something about like we was arguing about some shit, and she said something about this time like some years ago when I had like cussed at her mama. I forgot what the fuck I said, but I was like I told her shut the fuck up or some shit like that, and she was just so like astonished that I said that shit, and I was like, you gotta understand something. Your mama ain't the first one to get that from me. Like, again, not proud to say that, but nigga, I done said fuck you to my mama, my daddy, my grandmama. Like, that's not new type shit. Like, my dad done said fuck his mama. Like, it's not like we have a very fucked up family dynamic. So it's like when I deal with other people who either don't have as fucked up of a dynamic or they do have one, the relationship is so different because if you know a dysfunctional household, you understand why people flash out the way they do. You understand why that person just don't talk as much when they come to school and shit. Like you get it. You can relate to that shit. It's not your pain, but you know that motherfucker hurting the same way you hurting, and just in a different way. But when a person gets all type of love in their household, and they don't understand arguments with their mama and shit. If they don't understand damn near hating your parents at a certain time, it's like they just don't really get what you go through and how you have to grow through shit. Because it's like the most they probably ever did was get mad at their mama about not buying some shit. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfuckers that have been kicked out 15, 13 times and shit. Motherfuckers that can't go back to their mama house. Motherfuckers that's, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't really my situation. But it's just, I know people like that though. So it's so much shit that get bottled up and thrown under the rug and shit that you can't really express at certain times. And it's just hard trying to fuck with people that don't get that shit because it's almost like it's like with anything for real. If you never experienced it, it's hard for me to tell you what the fuck this shit feel like. Like if you ain't never been stuck inside of a fucking room where you couldn't call out to somebody like, "Hey, come get me out of here and shit right quick," and you ain't got no water in that motherfucker, and your toilet and your sinks attached to each other and shit. I can't really tell you what jail feel like. You don't understand that feeling of really being stuck in a motherfucking place when you can't get out. Like any place you at, whether it's school or not, it's like we say that shit feel like prison, but it's like nah, nigga, you can walk the fuck out this bitch. You can say fuck this whole shit and leave the damn school. Against the damn, it's not the proper way to do that shit, but you can do that. That's the option. But until you have no option of that shit, until you really done got into it with your parents and y'all done both said fuck each other and shit and y'all ain't spoke for a year, you really don't understand being into it with your parent. Even if you just had just a minor argument like when you were a kid and shit, like just simple shit. Like I don't know. Everybody always got different, reasonings and shit why they get into it, but it's just some things you can't really explain.
If it's normal for you, that don't mean it's normal for somebody else, but it's just normal for you, bro. Like y'all take it to that length. You feel me? Y'all take it there in your family, and like sometimes you don't even know that you got to hold back. Sometimes you don't even recognize it. Man, like you probably recognize it afterwards. You like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But in her shoes, nah, that's not how she was raised. She ain't ever taken it that far. So to hear somebody take it that far with her, it's different. Wherever she took it, you feel me? Yeah, I feel where you coming from. I definitely feel where you coming from. It's interesting how you say that too, the family dynamic. And my family got weird dynamics as well. We have we reserve, and a lot of us be wanting something to happen, you feel me? A lot of us be wanting like shit to pop off so we can have an excuse to let this out. I think that's why a lot of us are artists, because we got a lot of repressed things that we ain't really said before, we ain't been able to express, and wasn't able to really get out when we was younger. We had a tyrannical father, so we ain't really get to do that. And then my mom showed us a side of like artistic and stuff and being free. So it's like, a lot of us are at an age too, because I done taken it that far too, and I don't know where I got that from, bro. Like I don't know. It must have been my dad, bro, because my dad is the only person that I really seen like turn up. Like, I mean, my uncle has done it to my face too. Like, straight up would just be right in my face, just going crazy. I mean, they're military background too, so they like all up in my face, just going crazy, and I just gotta sit there and just like not do nothing, bro. And it's just like, bro, like y'all playing with me, bro. Like, and those are the two main people who I be ready. Like my dad, not as much, because I know I done like caused a lot of hell from my father, but I still be itching for like, yo, just try it, just try it. Like I still be itching. Like not that I want to like hit him or fight him, but my uncle done straight up like try to square with me multiple times, and I'll just have to sit there and just, all right, he's older than me, he's wiser than me. Let me take a listen. Let me sit back and just be calm, you know, because I ain't trying to let that out. I ain't trying to get that frustration out. I ain't trying to do that, you know. So like I had to sit there and just take that like and like that John be like pissing me off. So like those be the main because I'm it's about to be Thanksgiving, so that be on my mind. I be like, especially talking to my grandma and they telling me certain things and they dismissing certain people, and so it's coming up, and part of me is like, dang, like, like if that's the time that they on, you feel me? Like, I'm not finna. I'm sorry.
McDonald's
This,
parking lot, November
all right.
24th. Nigga. The fuck is he talking about? Burger King,
This is
nigga.
this is bro. Oh god, bro. Like this is not the year for it, bro. Like I'm sorry. Like this is not the year for it. I'm not playing. Like I'm serious. Like I'm not with that, bro. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like and I don't care what I gotta like. And part of me is like I don't care if I gotta prove that to you to just be quiet. But like it don't even sound right when they come out my mouth. Like that's not even it. It's just, bro. Like I don't feel like playing. Like you finna talk to me like a human being. Like we finna sit here and have a conversation, or you gonna shut the fuck up because like I'm not. I'm like my patience has been very, very, very thin lately. It's been very, very, very thin, and I've been very, very, very pissed, like a lot. And I have to like be like, bro, I said, just calm down, stay patient, just calm down, just usai, bro. Like a lot of shit been ticking me off. You feel me? Like I've been a lot more quiet in my head because I'm trying to like usai. Like I'm stressed out. Like I got a lot of pent up shit, and I feel it right now. And that's why I feel like I'm gonna cry, if anything. But I feel like it's gonna be like I'm about to be screaming at motherfuckers, bruh.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come out like, cause I'm sick of that shit. So and I could tell the shit that I don't repress as it pisses me off. Cause like, damn, I really let it get to this point where I just like let all this shit build up, and now I'm just waiting for somebody to bring it out of me. You know, when this whole time I could have been addressing it, but since I don't know how to healthily address it without telling somebody how it is, you feel me, or just you know, for it to come out in a way that might burn a bridge. You feel me? Because I should have burned a lot of bridge, but because I don't know how to healthily do that all the time, I'm just not doing anything because I ain't trying to like, you feel me? Like I ain't trying to start no shit, but I just gotta, learn how to let that shit go because I got too much going on in my mind and in myself. Too much stress that I'm not like, bro. Like, please do not fuck with me. you know. But I'm being careful because I do that to the wrong person. That's my life, and I recognize that. That's one of my biggest like fears. One thing that I like consciously try to be aware of, even if it's just little, something little. I try to, like not slip up because, bruh, like that little thing really could cost you your life. That little slip up. You feel me? That's why right now I'm making sure I'm careful who I'm around. I'm careful how I'm talking. I check myself because I ain't trying to like slip up and it be my life. You feel me? But still, I have to recognize like, yo, you gotta stand on something for real. You gotta stand on that anger and do something with it, cause yeah, it ain't gonna be pretty. But you need to let that shit go. It's gonna come out in due time. But I was saying that to say like I get where you coming from when you like take it to that level. I done told my like little sister, bro, and I feel fucked up about it. Like I do not fucking respect you. Get out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Like I done gone off on him, feeling like an asshole. Like you know, doing shit to saying shit to my sisters, just kind of low key being passive aggressive, cause it's women and I ain't trying to be aggressive, but like I done felt all that shit, being that way. And I'm low key starting to be that way with some of my friends too that I always used to hold back on. So like, I kind of get where you coming from. You taking it, starting to taking it to those levels that I don't want to take it, but we might have to just dive in somewhere and figure out how to handle this shit. Cause yeah, nah.
Facts. What them girls be saying, I'm just a man, bro. I'm just a man. I can only take so much. But
Real.
man, the one thing I've been trying to cope with and get better with for real is the phrase "motherfuckers always gonna talk." Like I swear, of a. I feel like when it comes to, if I was to get famous right now, right, and I get online, I got an ugly ass outfit. I could take all the damn comments. I could take all the trolling. I could take the memes. Cause y'all niggas don't fucking know me, so like that shit wouldn't bother me. I'ma laugh at a lot of this shit, cause I like joning and shit too. I might start getting at niggas in the comments. I ain't even gonna lie, but when it's family that be trying to like low key hate and talk down and look down on you, bro, that's a different type of feeling, and it's like mainly because I haven't really dealt with it before. That's why like the shock value of that shit is like times 10. But yeah, like just really experiencing that shit is like crazy, and it's like it only hurt because even though the shit like don't gotta be true, it's just the fact that it come from home damn near. So it's like I know why the outside motherfuckers hating, cause y'all ain't me. Y'all broke. Y'all still eating ramen noodles and shit, cause y'all ain't decided to lock in on y'all dreams. But it's like to have family hate on you for damn near the same reason. Yeah, that should be feeling. That feel different. I don't know, cause it's like I guess cause you watch Naruto and shit, right?
Nah, I ain't finished yet.
Oh, you didn't finish. Okay, you at least started like you at least see like Gara like beginning story and shit.
Say that one more time.
Like you at least seen like Gara's oh shit, like Gara's little story. All right, so like how he felt when
Some
how he felt when he saw his uncle trying to kill him type shit. It's like that feeling of like for real last betrayal. Like damn, bro, like I love the fuck out your ass, and you trying to kill me, like metaphorically speaking. But it's like that's just how that shit feel. Like that's the. It's like I get why the outside motherfuckers trying to kill me. Like I get that, but like damn you. And it's like I don't do shit but try to give you love and shit. Granted, we may get into it about shit, but it's like at the same time, like it's out of love. It ain't like hatred. And I ain't gonna cap. That's some shit I've been even dealing with like with some of my old friends. Like I watched this old video of me and my homeboys in the car like smoking and shit, right? And we all like got knives and shit or whatever, just kind of like playing around with them, like flipping around like in the camera, like doing little stupid shit. So like he talking or whatever, and I flick the knife out, and I wish I had one in here so I can kind of demonstrate. Hold on. So like I'm in the driver's seat, so he like on this side of me, right? Hold on. So like I flick it out this way, and then I do this with it, and that was just like kind of what I was doing. I was just doing this, and then when I did this shit, I was like, and he like looked at me, and he was like, "Bruh, I ain't gonna lie with you. When you point that shit this way, I thought it was gonna be the end of our friendship." I was like in a regular sense, I would have
Wait,
understood.
what'd he say?
He said, "I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you pointed the knife this way, I thought that was gonna be the end of our friendship." Like he thought I was gonna stab him or some shit, and I'm like, that would have made sense to me in a normal sense if I just randomly pulled the shit out. But it's like, nigga, I'm literally, if you watch the video and shit, if I was to send you the shit, you would see us literally all pull knives out. I passed one of my homeboy in the back because he wanted to see which one I had, and like we're literally all examining fucking knives and shit in the car. So it was not unnormal for me to just sit there and kind of do some animated shit with it. So I understood that kinda. I was like, nigga, nah, why did I was like, why the fuck you think I'm finna stab you, nigga? Like the hell? Like I get, yeah, I was doing this. I understand that, but the hell? And that ain't like the first time he done said some shit like that. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck do you be thinking? Because I remember one time I went, we were supposed to link up with my homeboy Johnny, but Johnny ended up going to go with his girl and shit or whatever. So we was like, well, shit, I'm still trying to smoke. Fuck it. So me, my homeboy, and my cousin Dwayne, we linked and shit, right? We smoking and shit. We sitting there for about 30 minutes. This nigga, we about to roll up like two more blunts or some shit. This nigga's gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. When I came up here and shit at first, I thought y'all was gonna backdoor me. I was like, why? What the fuck, nigga? Like, and then he was like, because we had that argument and shit the other week, and I know how you felt. I'm like, an argument about us calling me fat. I mean, me calling you fat, and you calling me broke, nigga. Like that argument. You thought I wanted to kill you because you called me broke, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit. I ain't get it, bro. I really didn't understand that shit. And I was like, it's not the thing that's baffling is the fact that I don't feel that way at all towards you. So what the fuck in your mind gives you that impression? And I gotta start remembering like motherfuckers project like hell, and that's exactly how people project shit. Cause that's how the fuck you feel towards me. I ain't never gave you no type of indication that I feel that way, that I would do some shit like that at fucking all, nigga. So I don't even see how people be getting these ideas and shit. It's like, nigga, you gotta be projecting some shit. You gotta be thinking that shit on your own. Cause kind of how cheaters and shit be. It's like you think a motherfucker cheating because you cheating, or because you've done scandalous shit in the past and you think you pointing out red flags. You really not. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I'm dealing with a lot of motherfuckers that just think I'm against them. And I'm like, you know, the more I start seeing that shit, the more I'm gonna start knowing where to cut these damn limbs at into the new year. Cause it's like if you really think I'm against you, that let me know everything I need to know where the fuck your head at.
Yeah, man, that's a scary place to be in, bro. I've been in there for a very long time, bro. I like I don't think it was until I came out here till I really like that mindset started. I realized it was more delusion. Um, yeah, like you right. It's a projection as to what you would do to others, situations. But it's scary because you also know that other people's like it's also a response to which like that man has been hurt sometime in the past by somebody that he loved before, probably by saying something, you know, as little as it may seem, but like it may be something little that he had said to somebody where they reacted like to the point where they might have killed him. Like I'd have had felt like that for a long time, bro. Where I would say stuff to my dad like when I was younger, and I'd get beat because of it, or I get yelled at or whatever. Like it responded to a situation where I when I was little probably felt like I was finna die, like for real. And so I grew up feeling that. And when I started to like take drugs real heavily, I started to feel that even more. Like I started to be delusional. Like I was legit thinking that my friends and my people were really trying to like kill me, bro. Like I felt like they was trying to like take my body in some type of way, like soul, like take my soul in some type of way. Like I could not trust nobody, bro. Like I legit didn't feel like I could trust people. Like especially when I had came to Atlanta and was staying with my sister in Atlanta for a long time, bro. Like I had very bad trust issues. I felt like people were really out to get me. And at the same time, yeah, there's a thing where you got to take accountability and be like, well, are you doing that to other people as well? Like, would you treat other people in this situation like that? And like for me, I always felt like I could do bad to people, but like I never knew to what extent, and so I always knew like, okay, I was capable of doing like evil things, but would I react to it? Probably not, or no. Like that's the mindset I would have to go through, because again, like sometimes you may be projecting, like then I had to be like, okay, am I actually harming people in any type of way? Like, am I actually doing anything like that is like this that I can't be trusted for? Am I actually doing things that are untrustworthy? Probably sometime in my past, but even then, I was like, really, what was I doing? Like, I wasn't really doing nothing like that was like untrustworthy. I always felt as if I was doing things right and by the book. So where is this coming from? Why do I not trust anybody? Because it's not just me projecting. It can't just be me projecting because one, I know what I'm capable of, and two, I know I've never done it. So like, where is this coming from? So it's definitely fear based, and me just feeling as if like, bro, like not knowing who to trust. You know, it was a place where it was really like that, bro. Like where I just felt like everybody was trying to hurt me and damage me, especially the ones who I was closest to and loved the most. Like I just felt like they were gonna do that, and that's because again, when I was younger, the ones who I trusted, the one who I trusted, like my father, was the one who was doing the most damage to me. The one that I cared about and wanted to be closest to was doing the most damage to me, and that stuck with me. So it's like, like it ain't always a thing of like somebody would do that to you. Like it really is a a thing of just people do harm. You feel me? Like, yeah, I trust you. Yeah, I got love for you, but those be the people, like you just said, that'll that'll fuck you up the most. That'll really turn around and stab you in your back the most. So what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to trust you? And some people, opening up about it is how they do that. At least you feel me, and keep opening up to you about that shit. It's important because I need to continuously reassure myself that you're somebody I can trust and you're not that person. And then I also got to figure out who that person is that I couldn't trust to begin with. So, like, I don't blame your buddy too much for feeling that, bro. I really don't. I know where he feeling like, and that's a scary place to be in, bro. you know, thankfully I haven't, like, my family members have done everything they could to be there for me. So, like, thankfully they helped me out of that space, and my sister helped me recognize where that's even coming from to begin with. Cause these people around me ain't the ones like trying to hurt me, bro. Like not everybody out to hurt me neither. So thankfully I was able to get out of that space, but you know I can imagine. You feel me? Like well I can't imagine. I can understand that wholeheartedly.
Like I do to a degree, but I know how to differentiate who is and really ain't like against me type shit. It's like I ain't gonna front for like when I first meet somebody for the first 6 months to a year, I'm very suspicious of them. But up to like after that shit, it's like you start meeting motherfuckers' parents and shit, meet a motherfucking mama, go to their house probably like 2, 3 times. And it's like, okay, that's the homie. Like I ain't got nothing to trip on. Nigga could be playing the long game and some shit, but I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like I got good enough sense to know who to potentially even like I'll be very observant of like everything, but I just like and it's funny the friend that even said this shit, he used to always try to be like, cause I dead ass say that I notice every fucking thing, but I just might not say shit about it, and he would say that same exact thing, and I'm like, no the fuck you don't, because you think I'm against you, nigga. So what? Tell me, what have you seen me do that was against you? I was like, nigga, anything I've ever done negative towards you, I told you, nigga. Like one time I stole that nigga keychain. I stole that nigga like little Rick and Morty lanyard, and I was like I told the nigga before, I was like, hey, I'm finna steal that shit. And he was like, you finna steal that shit. I was like, okay. I told you I was gonna take this shit, nigga. Like that one. That's on you for not believing me when I said exactly what the fuck I was gonna do. That ain't. I can't say that. That's like real shit. If a motherfucker coming to you right now, Zay, and be like, "Hey, I'm about to punch you in your face," even if he got a joking tone in his voice, ain't you finna still like just look at him a little extra sideways, like just watch that nigga hands, even if you laugh with him.
Friend, I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of my face.
You said what?
Even if it's my friend, I'm be like, get the hell out of my face. Like,
Right, like I'm not finna take that. Like certain shit, I just don't take lightly, bro. Like I'm sorry, like I even if it is a joke, I listen to everything. Like I may not look like it, but I'm not gonna be surprised 30 minutes later if I see the thing that you just said you was gonna do happening. You know what I mean? I'm like nigga, but other than that, it's like that ain't. That's it. That's the worst thing I've done. You nigga was stole your keychain off of your collection of fucking 30. And the nigga didn't even know I took it until I told his ass. So I was like, you didn't even fucking care about it. But after that shit, like, yeah, nah, I was like, I don't. It's like I can get being hurt in the past and shit, but I can't get looking at motherfuckers that you known for almost 10 years and be like, yeah, nigga, you against me. It's like, nigga, if I've been against your ass for 10 years, nigga, don't you think I would have struck already at this point? Like if I was gonna plot some grand shit, nigga, 10 years, I ain't the feds, nigga. I don't need no RICO case.
you never know, bro. Folks can switch up. You feel me? Like, not saying you that type of person.
But that's the thing right there though. Nobody ever really switch up. Everybody show you who they are in the beginning. But if
Yeah.
you don't take what they show you for face value, that's just on you. Like my homeboy
Yeah.
Johnny. I ain't gonna cap. Like I had a friend that got mad at me one time because he was like, "Why does Johnny do such stupid ass shit? Like I can't stand hearing that nigga talk sometimes. What the fuck? Why does he act like that?" And I was like, "Because he a Gemini." And he was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." And I was like, "Nah, like I ain't even gonna lie. Some people really embody the fuck out they zodiac, and he one of them people in my opinion. Like, and I don't mean this like in a snake type of fashion, but he two faced as hell, like in a bipolar manner. Like he's very indecisive. I can see the two facedness when it comes to speaking to that brother. So it's like I don't get mad when I don't see him stand on certain things. I don't get mad when I see him do one thing and say another. Like I kind of expect that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I'd almost be a fool to because it's like when it comes to reading people, I don't think motherfuckers know what the hell that really means. Like it don't mean when you're trying to fucking figure something out on them, you start trying to pay attention. It's like, no, nigga, if reading somebody is having a normal ass conversation with them and you pick up little stuff that they do in between. That's reading somebody. Like one thing that he do that always pissed me off is like I said, he don't stand on shit when it comes to like decision making. So if if he like Batman, right? Or no, fuck that. If he like Spider Man, and he go on a whole tangent like, bro, Spider Man fires a motherfucker. He do this, that, and the third. Love that web slinging ass nigga. He fire as hell. And then I could be like, I don't know. He cool, but I fuck with Batman way better, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say his whole stance would change, but he would show more favoritism and be like, yeah, no, Spider Man cool, but Batman definitely is dope as a motherfucker. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna say he'll completely just discard what he said, but kind of like a little bit. Like he'll kind of be like, yeah, fuck that shit. You right. What you said was kind of cooler. You know what I mean? Unless it's something he completely fucking hate, then yeah, nah, he ain't even gonna entertain that shit. But for the most part, it's just like, yeah, that nigga don't stand on shit like that. So why the fuck do you expect that nigga to be on time when he say he gonna pick you up? Like why do you expect him to do XYZ when he don't normally, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was to have a friend that always lost they shit, always broke they shit, I couldn't get pissed off when they lost or broke my shit. They don't treat they shit with respect. Why would they respect your shit? You know?
Hmm?
So it's like little things like that. Like I look at if you don't. Like that's why I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even let certain friends of mine meet my mama, cause I was like, I know like when I leave the house and shit, I'm fuck this bitch. She da da da. Yeah, nigga, that's outside the house. I'm not going to say that shit to my mama in real life, nigga. Like the fuck, no. Especially not no damn kid, like no fucking 13, 14 year old. Like, nah, bro, it's crazy. Like, but I had friends who dead ass like be like, Tyler, come in the house, bitch. Fuck no, I ain't doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends that really used to like disrespect the fuck out their mama. Not saying I wasn't disrespectful in my own way, but not to that fucking degree. So it's like I wouldn't. I'd be a fool to think that that nigga would cuss my mama out because his own mama out. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know. I just look at shit and I know how to place shit where it need to be. Sometimes I overplay shit. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know. I never understood that shit.
When you say overplay, what you mean?
Like if you just don't really get the full information out of a situation and you kind of just make your own assumption and you kind of make something more than what it really was. Like just I don't know. That's the best way I can describe that.
Yeah, I hear you. Cause you thinking it's about to go some way and it really don't. But really, that more so has to do with your expectation or like your situation more than the reality of it. Like what you just explained was good because it was like you was explaining. Yeah, I could tell like somebody moves like this, so like naturally I'm gonna expect you to move like that. If you continuously telling me the sky is blue or the sky is red, knowing it's blue, I'm gonna always expect that from you.
All right.
Or if I have an expectation from myself to keep the room straight and you keep the room dirty and every time I come into the room I'm gonna be pissed at you because my expectation is for the room to be clean. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you doing this? Why you keep dirty in the room, bruh? You know, not understanding that he's just a dirty person. You feel me? But when it comes to that, what you come from, I be in that space too sometimes where it's like I don't know, like I don't know what to think because it's things. There's a lot of other things coming from different places, a lot of insecurities, a lot of things that I done seen, a lot of fears, a lot of frustrations that I done dealt with, and for some reason I projected onto you because you give me similar vibes for some reason. Maybe I don't want to like deal with something, and so I'd rather just like project these fears or insecurities or whatever onto you, so I don't got to deal with that anymore. You know, whatever it is, that's how I be sometimes. You know, uh, and sometimes I overplay things too, where it's like, bro, like it ain't that, bro. Like it really ain't that. Like you feel me? And you know, so I get where you coming from. Like it's mainly me just trying to put something on it that I ain't let go of my damn self. And so I'm over here just like dealing with it through this one person, trying to get past that shit.
Hold on,
So,
keep talking. I'm finna go put some shit back right quick.
alright, do your thing. I'm gonna chill out because this shit got me fucked. Damn, sinus pressure, bro.
Oh, this man I left the stream. How you gonna use it all again? Terrible host. Hold on, let me see some shit.
That man left with cookie dough, came back with an uncrustable.
While you froze, I brought the Uncrustable when I brought the cookie dough. I just let this thaw out. It was frozen. I ain't like, yo, it's good as fuck.
I love PB and J, bro. I love a good PB and J. Like, bro, what?
Warm that bitch up with some milk.
You dip it in milk?
I just drink it with it.
Say,
Man, I would probably if I was high enough. Keep it a buck. I ain't gonna lie. If I was high enough, I probably did that bitch in that milk. Cause I be making my peanut butter jelly with raisin bread. And then I put that bitch, put some butter on that hoe, and put it in the goddamn skillet. Oh, this man done disappeared on him.
give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Sure, bro. Y'all got to try a peanut butter and jelly on raisin bread. If you don't like raisin bread, get the fuck out the damn chat. Just leave the fucking leave. Don't even be here. Give a fuck about you and your non-raisin bread eating ass. Fuck, nigga. Hold on. Oh, shit. I'm not okay, but I'm gonna be alright. That should be good as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, cause I remember like, damn, that video probably 10 years old now, bro. When I had got kicked out of school and shit, I was watching this damn. I was on YouTube like a motherfucker. So I had watched this damn video with Tyler making them damn waffles and shit. Nigga, I ain't never made Eggo waffles the same ever since. I swear to God. And then I will always do like the PB and J like in the fucking like a grilled PB and J on some shit. I always done that, but I always had raisin bread, so I didn't really give a fuck to like put cinnamon on the shit. But I did that shit with regular ass bread. That shit so fucking good. Like cinnamon on the white bread with PB and J, nigga. Get out of town, nigga. That shit is good. It gotta be cinnamon sugar though. Don't be putting a regular ass fucking cinnamon, nigga. That ain't going. I mean, that'd be good too, but cinnamon sugar, it just hit different. It's just sweeter. More sugar. Bro, there's a lot of peanut butter on this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I remember when we had these bitches in school. These motherfuckers used to have so much peanut butter in them, bro. Like this one, I ain't gonna lie, this one's straight. This one ain't got too much in that bitch. But nigga, I never forget this one time. I was at the gift center and I had one. Nigga almost choked on that bitch. That shit, like the first bite was just straight. The first two bites was just straight peanut butter, and it was damn near like not frozen, but it was like hella cold though. Bro, that shit had me fucked up. I almost died out that motherfucker. OD ass fucking PB and J cat. Damn, I can't even ask. I don't think it's there on Instagram no more. I ain't seen this nigga Zay post shit on Instagram in a minute. I was gonna tag his ass. I don't think it even matter. I'm gonna try some. Hold on. Damn. How many screens can I put on OBS? What if I could put 2K on this bitch? Like while we do this. 4-5 sunk in the no. 8 ball sunk in the side pocket. Couldn't lose. I put some spin on the white.
Bad, bro. Had a couple, pop a couple pills. You did what I'm saying.
Oh my god, he off them yerks, y'all.
I ain't see all that.
He doing them goddamn 30s. Them 60s. them 40s and 20s. He doing them all.
Pop some of that 90 motherfuckers, bro. They don't even say though, bro, but.
Is it pop motherfucking 90 motherfucker?
They don't even say it on the street.
90 degree, like the angle? Yeah, I know about that, sir.
Yeah. The 90 thing, bro. You gotta get those from a specific person, a specific man. Oh, man. So hopefully them Johns kick in soon and smack me to bed. Smack me to sleep, boy. Cause, ooh, I hate something first, bro.
Fucking smack me to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking crying. That shit funny as hell. Hey, yo.
Tired, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
I love when y'all niggas talk about like just not like regular like drugs, but just pills in general, bro. I swear I love how niggas talk about pills because like I had this whole girl, I don't know what the hell her ass popped. And she said this shit had about to pass away. I was like, huh? Like I was like, nah, bro, what the fuck y'all niggas be popping?
Well, you said she said what?
She was like that shit had her feeling she's finna pass away. I was like, bruh, y'all niggas make Advil sound like fucking Adderall. I don't even want to deal with this shit.
That does sound like Adderall, bro.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know about pills, bro. I don't know what the fuck she took, man.
Oh, man.
Drinking most I popped is Advil. I don't fuck with that shit, right?
Should have shut you down. That should have shut your body down, bro.
What?
Like, it will shut your body down. Man, you got me second guessing taking them things. I should have just taken them down nose spray. Cause now that you mentioned it, bro, like that shit a hard boot. That shit a hard reboot. Your body, bro.
My bad, bro. I ain't really goddamn fear monger you into the shit.
Nah, but you got a point though. Like you kind of talking that shit. Like you kind of not lying.
That's what pills will do to you, bro. That shit'll bring you down.
For real,
You
bro.
know,
Like that
luckily
shit.
these ain't strong. They just, little like some, ease you into your bedtime. You feel me? It ain't just like some of them pills do, bro. They just completely shut the functions of your body off.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I stopped eating a lot of shit. I ain't had a headache in so fucking long, dog. Like I really can't tell you the last time. Matter of fact, no, I had a headache probably a few months ago, but I know exact. I had that headache when I kind of relapsed and kept just eating red meat and chicken and shit all over again. So like after I stopped all that shit again, like I don't never have headaches. Like, bro, I'm telling you, this shit. The way the way they make us think medicine is like helping, nigga, that shit is not helping shit. Shit sickening.
You gotta say that one more time. You cut off on that last part. You said the way they make medicine, what?
How they make it seem like it really help us? Like that shit be fucking us up. Cause like you gotta be stuck on that shit for it to really like. It's not even. I don't know how to explain this shit. Like it's not like what it's doing is a permanent fix, or even the temporary fix that is given is like it's just really shutting down. Like okay, like headache medicine for example. That shit really just shutting down your feeling like in your head. Like it's them just numbing certain shit in your brain. Like it ain't really. I don't know how to explain it. That shit is not. There's easier ways to get rid of that shit and be done with that shit rather than medicine.
I was talking to my sister about it, and I think that's low key why I kind of relapse on the pills and stuff. Even though I don't be taking them like that, like I'm not no junkie. Like don't get me wrong, I ain't no junkie or none of that. When I say pills, I mean like allergy pills and
No,
like
no, no.
uh, cold and flu stuff, like you know all that stuff. Like I kind of relapsed on it because I used to not do that. If anything, I use no spray during like allergy season because it just would be terrible. And I used to take pills, but eventually got to the point where I just stopped taking the pills and I was okay. Like you feel me? I felt like I was still feeling it regardless, so it didn't even really matter, you know. But I think you got a point. Like like I said, I was telling my sister that it's not a like actual curative. Like if I want to help my allergies, the best thing for me to do is go outside. And then on top of that, I think like they say taking honey and stuff helps, but me taking pills, I always felt like it just dried my nose. Like I just always felt like it always like you said, shut something off
Yeah.
just so something else could respond to it differently or not respond as intensely as it would if I did have the allergies. Like I like low key feel like you hit the nail on that one. And I used to tell her like you look at other things that actually cure people, it actually like you know replace those things, actually treat those things, actually build those things up. That's what you need. You don't need shit to just numb it. You feel me? That's just for temporary relief. Like
Right.
that's all it's for. But you gotta think about the long term. You know things that it's actually doing to your body just so you can get that short term relief.
Facts.
I can't imagine it's anything good.
And like I ain't even saying that like shit like that bad for like let's say you on the road or something like that, or let's say you a motherfucking pilot or some shit. Like you in a situation where you can't really give yourself a full fix right now. Like it's cool, like yeah, pop that little pill or some shit for the time being. But that shouldn't be motherfuckers like life regimen though. Like that should be that's the crazy part to me. Like how like I get getting it for the moment and shit for sure, cause some of that shit definitely be clutch. But like living off that shit, I don't know about that one. That's what fucked me up.
But see, that would be fucked up sometimes, cause like some people actually out here really need that shit. But then like when it comes to like depression medicine and stuff, or anxiety medication and things like that, to me, bro, my sister say it helps her. Like she take medication for anxiety and her depression, and my sister says it helps her feel normal and stuff. Helps her balance out her moods and everything. But I was just reading this book on codependency, and a lot of people be codependent on their drugs. Like they expect the drug to be the thing that helps them, when really it's the work that they put in to help manage and mitigate their own emotions. So they can learn how to do it without the drugs, and then the drugs kind of be there sometimes. So like, if it gets way too much for you in a moment where you can't really deal with that, you have to take those. But they were saying, she was explaining how like some doctors will literally just give you the drug because they don't feel like dealing with people who have like who deal with it intensely, like, or they don't want to deal with people like that. So in those frames of mind, naturally, so they rather just give you the drugs so you can ease down and they can work with you a lot more better. Because I mean, I get it. Like sometimes people be way too like too much to the point where you can't help them out, especially when you're dealing with a lot of people. So in those instances, I can understand why you would do that. But like, I don't know, like you said, that sometimes causes dependency and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't understand like how to like deal with their emotions and stuff without all the drugs, you know. And it don't even seem like, again, like it's a real like curative. Like it don't even really. You gotta always take these drugs to feel straight. Otherwise, you're gonna be out of whack, out of sync. you know, there's gotta be like ways. I mean, we understand the science of it. Like that's the weird part about it. Like we understand the science enough to make a drug, that'll help carry somebody into the next day. I just don't get how we understand so much about the science and how it works and the chemistry of it that we don't know how to actually repair these things that causes damage. But maybe I just don't understand enough about it to say it. You know, maybe it's a lot easier said than done. But to me, in my opinion, there's already been instances where people been cured of certain things that they said are uncurable. So it's like, to me, I'm like confused as to how we not find things that actually help repair these things that are damaged in people.
I'm finna get into my my black activist that smoke a lot vibe. Hold on, give me a second.
It's a money thing, bro. We know what it is.
Yeah,
We know it's a money thing. You feel me? Like,
but it's even deeper than just money though. Like, well, it's definitely money, definitely that. But I
that's a
stand
piece of it.
I stand on the fact that I think they want us up out of here, dog. I feel like, well, actually, I did believe that at first, but now I think it's a little different. Cause now I'm thinking more. They like, okay, we tried doing the COVID shit, getting motherfuckers out here, at least getting half the population out of this motherfucker. We're gonna knock off all the old people. And I feel like that did a little something, but I feel like they just realized, you know what, that's not gonna keep working. Cause motherfuckers be fucking out the ass, having 13, 14 kids and shit still, which is crazy. I just feel like they get to the point where they realize it's a lot more lucrative to just keep us sick and slowly kill us off, as opposed to just trying to, I don't know, do anything else. Because it's like I get to make money off you, and you're just slowly killing yourself at the same time, and you're basically paying me to kill you. You know what I mean? Like you come buy cigarettes off me every single day, you are paying me to kill you.
It's like you know your position in life, or at least that's what they want you to think. You know, you know what you're gonna be for the rest of your life. You just gonna have to suck it up and make it the best. You know, you can. And on top of that, we're gonna give you all these mental health issues. So you know you definitely don't think you gonna have to be dependent on what we tell you,
That shit is sick, bruh.
which we give you to help you with that. And ain't no way you gonna really be you now you even more further push back. Now you even more at a disadvantage because we gave you these mental health problems that really mess you up. You feel me? And now you slower than other people. Now you got to work a little harder than other people. You know, now you ain't as whatever than other people because you're not, you know, as healthy as other people.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you know, we gonna just, keep doing that to you. You know, like they try to find. I agree with you. They try to find ways to put us down. And make us think that it's something that we can't break out of. That it's natural for us. They try to do that with the color of our skin. They try to make it seem as if there's nothing you can do about you. You just naturally inferior because you this,
Mm-hmm.
and all it do is just trickle to other things, bro. You gotta this problem. You know what I mean? Like you smoke cigarettes. You got this problem. You got these things. You got all this weight on your shoulder that you can't control. You're gonna have to keep fighting a hard fight, bro.
Matter of fact, hold on, gang. Hold on, gang. Let me go ahead and get into it right quick. I ain't even gonna lie. I just thought of something too. This is there is there's a lot of simple joys in the world. There is absolutely I don't care about no pussy. I don't care about no weed. I mean no, but I don't care about no pussy. I don't care about no food. Getting free weed, my brother, is absolutely unmatched. That's one of the best feelings in the motherfucking world because that's the one thing that is like you can get gifted some money. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker can just be like, "Hey, bro, shit, your birthday, Christmas, whatever, nigga, here $100." Like that ain't out the blue. But who the fuck just give out weed? But nigga, like that shit just that's unheard of. That's rare. I love that. But nah, I wanted to. I just wanted to bring that up just because I'm excited about getting free weed. But it's some shit I seen on TikTok, and I'm interested in learning more about this shit. I saw a little bit about it. It's called the Black Project 2025. Wait, I just meant to ask you too. Are you on Instagram right now? Or you deleted it already?
One time, you say?
I said, are you on Instagram or did you delete your shit? I mean, not delete, but just not on there.
Right? Yeah. Right now, I'm not on there. I took a break.
Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, it's basically from what I was seeing, they trying to get black people to come together to just kind of get their own shit in place, like have their own black owned everything, grocery stores, barbershops, banks, everything, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's some shit. That's some shit we need, bro. Like, no cap. We've been needing some shit like that since '08, nigga. I should have been on this shit. But that's something I really hope I hope that shit get some type of not even some type of it got a decent bit of recognition right now. But I just hope that shit come to fruition the way they say it. It's they trying to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like I just hope that shit really happen.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, send me some stuff. I'm gonna see it all when I get back on. And I do want to say this too. There are things that we do face that do pose a challenge to us. You feel me? Like we're invincible, but like there's shit that is trying to slow us down. Things that they implemented in our lives that naturally cause us to slow down some. It don't mean that we're not capable of great things. It's just there's a lot of shit that already been set in motion that really fucked us up. That's natural. So I don't want to sit here and act like, oh, because you have mental health issues, like you're fucked up. No, like, and I don't want to sit here and act like, like anxiety can pose a lot of strengths. Don't get me wrong, like it can pose a lot of strengths, but it's a dual-edged sword. You feel me? Just as strong as it can make you, it could also make you very much so weaker. Like, like, and I don't want to sit here and act like that's not the case. Feel me? So I think learning and understanding both sides and how you are impacted, I think that's where the strength lies. I think that's what helps you win the game. Is understanding both sides. If I understand one side, that's all I know. Not realizing there's another side slowly causing me to bleed. And if I'm not paying attention to it, that shit could really kill me before I even make it. And I wouldn't even know because I didn't even pay attention to it.
Tight shit.
So it's like, I don't want to sit here and act like, these things don't pose a threat. It's a threat for sure, but understand the threat, understand the threat.
Nah, I definitely feel that. Because everybody always, I get, yeah, we definitely got, as black people, we got our issues and shit we got to fucking fix and stuff like that. But we can't act like some shit just ain't put on us, though, at the same time. Like, we don't make shit better, but shit, it ain't. We ain't like this because we want to be like this. Fuck, nigga. Who the fuck? Actually, that's the sad part. That's the sad part. I was finna sit here and say, who the fuck would choose to be like this? And I was like, I actually know a lot of suburban kids who would choose to be like that. And that shit's sick. But, I don't know.
Man.
Definitely some fucking. That's just stupid. That's one thing I never understood. Is how motherfuckers that come from a good environment want to go to a bad one, like thinking that shit cool.
We all choose this shit, bro. Like at the end of the day, like influence is a motherfucking yell, but like we all chose to be in a predicament. Like I done chose a lot of stupid ass shit, like, and then turn around and start preaching the opposite. You feel me? Like because I felt like it'd be better if I just not really understanding what better looks like, you know. And so like for me, I had to like recognize that it's fucked up and it's gonna keep being fucked up. You feel me? It's ain't shit here, bro. Like ain't shit here, you know.
It's the hood.
You feel me? Like there's and that's the fucked up part about it because there is something there. You feel me? Like there is something there. We ain't choose to chase that for no reason. Like, you know, there's something in there. You just gotta recognize what it is and what it is you actually really trying to chase and recognize if that situation is even the best for you to like sit in. But like for me, like nah, I done put myself in situations I didn't need to be in because I felt like there was something there for me. Like even this situation that I'm in right now, it didn't have to be this hard. Like it didn't have to be this tough on certain things in my life. It didn't have to be this much pressure. But I chose it because I felt like I needed that. I felt like I wanted that. And then on top of that, I know I chose it because the other option, I was afraid of that other option. And I didn't think I was ready to face that other option. I didn't think I was worthy of that other option. And that's some bullshit, bro. Like I am. I had the option because I was worthy of it. You know? Like if I wasn't, I wouldn't have had it. But I still chose this because I felt like I deserved it. You know, and whether good or bad, you know. Now, me being in it, I had to make certain decisions to make sure I get back to what I'm worthy of. But at the end of the day, I had to understand, like, bro, like, I made this choice. At the end of the day, I made this choice, and I gotta live. I can do better. I can make other choices. Like I recognize that, so why not just make other choices? And I say that like that's just easy, but the more I start making that choice that I know is better, the better it is for me and my outcome in life because I know that to be true. I think deep down we all know what's best. Deep down, I know what's best for me. I may not understand it because I don't feel it or see it or know what that looks like entirely, but you know, I think we all got intuition. But it's hard for me to say because a lot of people are in more fucked up positions than I've ever been in. A lot of people gotta crawl out of certain disillusions and like a lot of shit, like deeper than what I've ever had to go through. Like recognize that shit, because even with me saying that, when I was lost. Like, so like I can only imagine with certain people who really just was not from my place. And this is not to downplay where I'm from. You know, this is not to downplay that. But like, I recognize that it really could be, you know, worse. But everybody's situation, I feel like they have an option and capability of thriving in their situation. It just depends on what that looks like to them. Like, I think we all understand what that looks like and what that feels like.
Damn, what was I finna say? Hold on. Oh nah, that's the shit. That's the fucked up part because all this shit really is easy as fuck. It's just we think too fucking much. Like I ain't gonna lie, if you was to just let's say if you was thinking about, damn bro, I want to go to the store and shit right quick. I don't feel like putting on a whole outfit and shit right now. Grabbing the key, this just shit like 10 minutes away. You start thinking about all that shit, nigga. 5 minutes done passed already. If you'd have just said, you know what, I'm gonna go to the store, bet, hop up, get the key. That same 5 minutes, you could have been at least in the car, about to crank that motherfucker up. Like the one thing I done learned so far about what keep holding me back is just how much I overthink shit. Like it's okay to have a plan, but some shit just hop the fuck out there, bro. Like me and like every time me and Kane try to do some shit, bro, I swear like we have good nights when we kind of plan it out, but I feel like when we take too long to execute the plan, that's when the shit start going awry. It's like when you start contemplating, like, oh damn, well, what if I don't got enough time for this, or what if I don't finish this in time and I can't get to this shit? Then I gotta work overtime to finish that thing and come back to a later date. Like, it just stop overthinking the shit. Just get it done. Set you a little schedule. Like sometimes I really do wish I had like a bell like how school was to just beep beep. All right, cool. In that shit, fuck it. Next thing. Don't even think about the shit till tomorrow. Cause just sitting there trying to accomplish every single little task in one fucking day, it's like you can wake up as early as you want to, but at some point you gotta realize that your work gotta be divided. Your thoughts can't always cloud your actions, cause that shit is you really battling with yourself at that point, and there's really no clear winner, cause it's just you. So you can be fighting forever. So like that's the hardest part is to just not think about the shit. It's like, bro, just do it. Just go ahead, get it out the way, and then look back and think like, damn, 4 fucking hours in fucking past. It ain't even feel like 4 hours. It felt like 10 minutes. but you was in the moment with the shit. You got it done swiftly just because you was in that moment. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I respect it too. Like, you feel me? Like, I question, like, I question, like, where that's gonna lead because we 24 right now, about to be 25. Our brains really just now, like, developing, bro. Like, I never used to think this much. You feel me? Like, I
I
never
swear to
used to be,
God, like, what the fuck?
I never used to be aware.
No, I've been
I never
aware,
used to
but
be aware of
god
it.
damn, I'm fuck.
That's that is hilarious, bro.
Shit.
Like I never used to be so aware that I thought so much, but I think that's a good thing. Like in my opinion, I feel like as annoying as it is, bro, as frustrating as it is, I think that's a good thing because we thinking about it, which means we trying to understand what's the best possible outcome, what's the best thing that we could do for us in these situations. And since we're young still and we're still trying to figure out what that means, it looks like we're really still trying to figure the world out, bro. And we again just got to the phase where we're old enough to say that okay, yeah, like my brain is really developed. My we're not moving emotionally like we used to no more. Like yes, I would love to just bro coast through this like I used to for real. But I recognize when I was doing that, I put myself in a lot of stupid situations, you know. So that's why my body's like, all right, halt, what's going on for real? Like, you feel me? Like, what do we need to be doing? And so, like, yeah, it takes a lot of energy to think, you know. But I think the more that we do it, the easier it becomes for us to accept what we know and like accept things because it's like a muscle. Like they said, it's pretty much a muscle, bro. We pretty much weightlifting like with our heads, with our minds. We're using our mind. It's a muscle, bro. So it's gonna take energy out of our body to sit there and think about it. Like it's just naturally gonna do that. But I think that's natural, bro. Like, and I think the more that we use our minds and brains, the better we'll become at not overthinking. You know, because even in this phase in which I'm realizing how much I'm overthinking, and I'm realizing, and I wish I've been making music for real, like about all this shit, like, so I could really see what's going on, you know, from another perspective. But like, that's a side note. But like, still, like, you know, like the fact that my brain is working, the more that I use it, I feel like the easier it is for me, easier it's gonna become for me to like be able to like use it better. Like this is how people become geniuses, bro. They go crazy and they break and they like really push the confinement. Like they push the boundaries of their mind. I say confinements, but like they push it. They push their brains. And I can only imagine somebody who does that would be going through constant back and forths in their head like this because the world is a very contradictory place and our bodies, we know what's best for our bodies and we're trying to learn what's best for our bodies while breaking out of old habits. So therefore we're going through these phases in which our mind is trying to break away from what it used to be and and go into what's new. You know, so it's like, and we know that neuroplasticity, bro, that shit's ripping a new groove in your brain. So it's like, you know, like I think it's natural, but it just sucks. Like it's like, bro, because like you said, it just always feels like a constant fighting of myself and constant battle, and that's why I should be getting frustrating because, you know, like you're like, bro, just do this, just do this, just do this, just do this, just do this. Like, bro, just do it. My body knows, but my body's like, well, we've been doing this for so long. You mean we gotta do this now? Like, it's a constant, like, bro, like. But I think as we get older, maybe when we hit 30, we'll be straight, bro. I think we'll be all right. But push your brain, like, don't like. I wouldn't say fight it, but like, you know, push your brain, bro, to like work. You know, that's what it's here for, bro. Like, we supposed to be using our minds. We supposed to be using our heads. We should have been doing this. Like, we should have been cracked the code. Like, we should have been like. But you know, we on it now, and we're a little bit older, so that makes it a little bit harder. Like, I'm 24 years old. I'm not 50, but like, I can't sit here and act like my brain isn't 24 years old. Like, that means a lot, you know. So I think it's natural. It just sucks, bro. Like, so I get it, bro. It shit just sucks.
Bro, I think the other thing too that make it bad, I feel like our body, like it got like a damn near mind of its own or some shit. Like it's aware of shit just as much as your brain is aware of shit. But I feel like it's aware of itself. I don't know, because I feel like that battle of like the body and the mind come from like your body repeatedly doing shit and not seeing the result. Like your mind know that the result is coming, but I feel like your body or at least your ego or some shit is like fighting you because it's like, bro, we've been doing this shit for XYZ amount of months, years, and same shit, bro. I'm tired of doing this shit without seeing what I want. You know what I mean? I feel like that kind of fuck it up too.
Yeah.
Damn,
No, I agree. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's why I be like, I tend to not trip as much. That's why I like to meditate. I really think that helps my body delay certain things and just be okay with nothing, you know, like just being okay. And I know that's made me very comfortable in certain situations that I'm not trying to be comfortable in. And maybe I just haven't pushed myself to the point yet where I am actively doing it on a consistent basis to where I get tired of, because I know sometimes when I'm actually doing it, my body be like, "Come on, bro, let's just do nothing, bro. It's better there."
yeah.
But I gotta be like, "Nah, bro, like, you know, nah, we can't do nothing, bro. We got shit to do, you know. We got somewhere we want to be, you know. We got somewhere we gotta be,
Bro,
and it may, yeah,
cause I ain't trying to cut you off, but nah, when you said that shit, it just reminded me, like, cause bro, I be seeing motherfuckers keep posting all this shit about the early 2000s and then the early 90s, or late 90s and shit or whatever. Like, oh, take me back to '08 and '06. And I'm like, I feel like that's one of the biggest problems, like, we all got, bro. I don't, I feel like the older generation did this shit too, but they just didn't have social media to like see all these damn posts and shit how we do. But it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just getting to see it differently. But we hold on to the past like a motherfucker, bro. Like so much to the point, like everybody always sample music and shit. But it's like, I feel like this is the first time I'm really seeing a lot of the samples and shit come from like 2000. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing a lot of people like do little samples and shit from around that time. But even past that, just I get it. Like yeah, we getting older and shit. I like remembering those times and shit. But it gets to a point where I feel like you start trying to damn near relive that shit, or to like catch that feeling that you felt when you was like however damn old, playing your Xbox, playing your PlayStation and shit with the homies, or by yourself, whatever the fuck, or just being outside. And it's like it's cool, but it's like we get stuck in that shit, bro. That shit start getting it get bad, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I remember like 2019 and shit when like we was like getting them carts heavy, man, bro. That was around the time like this like before I had my son and shit. So, bruh, I'm telling you, nigga, I'm in that damn bitch. On days where I didn't work, bruh, I'm geeked as fuck. I'm in and out of sleep on the game, eating, repeat, bruh, like bumming. Like that shit was so fucking bad. But I ain't gonna lie, it be times like that like not even just necessarily like doing all of that shit, but it'd be shit just like being on the game with the homies and shit. And I'd be like, dang, bro, I missed shit like that, bro. But then I gotta remember like all of what came with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like letting that shit go kind of hard, but it feel I don't know. Like I kind of got to the point where I just recognized that a lot of shit just not gonna feel the same no more. Like kind of like the car wash or some shit. Like I could go, I could like revisit old neighborhoods, or I could go to like old schools or some shit like that, or listen to old music, and it's like everything don't just it just don't hit the same. Like it's cool to listen to. I still can bob my head to it, but that feeling that you would get, like that nostalgic ass, like you know what I'm saying, that shit kind of gone. At least for me, I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't really get that shit no more with shit, and I feel like it's because like this, especially like me and my little group of friends and shit. Like we just kind of always was into shit that was older any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? So seeing it now like get spread around, like everybody really kind of missing like older shit. It's like yeah, like we I don't know. I ain't gonna say like we like the first to do it, no shit, but like we've been kind of thinking like that. So it's like now trying to revisit shit, it don't feel the same how I used to. Like, that shit kind of just feel dull. That shit kind of suck.
It don't bring you as much fulfillment um, because in a moment, like that's not what brings you. Like in a moment, like that's not fulfillment to you. Like you done found other means to fulfill you. You know, like and so that's why I just don't feel the same. Like it'll never feel the same. Like you got a new mind, a new brain, new perspective, new body, like new everything, bro. Like everything's updated. So like you may take it there to the past and like feel a couple things, you know, remember the nostalgia, but it'll bring it up for sure. But it ain't gonna be the same, bro. Like you wasn't, you're not experiencing it for the first time. Like you experienced it already. Therefore, that's yeah, it may feel cool, but like that that euphoria that you got, like you know, you may be able to achieve it one more time, but like now you try to do it on a consistent like you used to do, it ain't gonna be the same, bro. Like one thing I realized and recognized from being so present and just away from things, you know, and meditating a lot, especially, is that those things always come up, bro. Like I was just fall, like we was just talking about it not long ago. Fall, everything that happened in fall, and I was like, bro, I loved it. I was able to appreciate it. It came up in my body. I didn't have to go back to Georgia. I didn't have to do none of that. I'm not even in Georgia. I just had to feel the weather outside and every memory that came with it. Some, you know, happened. You feel me? And sometimes I go listen to a song back then just to remind me, dang, you know, like just to feel it. You feel me? And I can appreciate it because I know it's not now, but like I know it's still something. Like I know it's not now, but I still appreciate it. I still enjoy it. You know, like it's still something that I like. You know, I don't OD and you know, I don't. I know I can't live there again. It just don't exist anymore. But I know that I still a part of me still lives there in a sense. Like I know a part of me still appreciates it. A part of me still understands it. Like and it's crazy. I've been thinking about this all week too. So it's funny that you brought that up. You feel me? And part of me made me be like when I felt like those things come up, it was just like, bro, like I don't live there anymore. Like I'll never live there again. You feel me? Like I'll never be in that moment again. I'll never be able to solidify that moment again. I can recreate it, and I think that's what we find appreciation and stuff at. But like, world is different, bro. Like everything's a lot. Everything's different now. Like, and that's something that's like hard to accept. But like, everything's different, bro. Like, you know, I could revive certain things. Don't get me wrong, but like if I don't sit down and actually like appreciate it, you know, when it does come up, it'll be gone, you know? and I'm gonna have to accept that, cause usually most time out the day, most time out the year, I ain't thinking about it. I ain't there, so I have to accept that. Like, but you know, I get why, and it's weird too, like you said, because it's all in our phones. It's not like that for people back in the '90s. They made like a lot of stuff is gone.
Yeah.
Uh,
We don't even know a lot of that shit going, so you see it, like you be forgetting about certain shit for real. Like I legitimately forgot that Walmart used to have a lot of shit inside of it, like fucking live lobsters and shit in the fish tank. Oh, the live lobster, I remember that shit. But I, I only remember the shit because I seen it though. Like I would have never thought of that shit had it not been in my face. It's like, that's it. Oh shit, good.
yeah, man. A lot of that stuff is gone, bro. We ain't gonna get it back. Like, and it's weird too, like you said, because we live in an age now where we can look at a photo and it just bring up all these different things. But that photo, I ain't gonna say it don't have no meaning. That photo has meaning because that photo shows you who you are, who you been. So I feel like it gives us a little bit more of a pathway towards self self autonomy because we can bring it up. We can bring those parts of ourselves up simply by just looking at these photos. But sometimes it's easy to get stuck in that because it's like, man, I felt the most euphoria in life at that point in life in time. And I don't feel none of that right now. I don't feel nothing right now. I'm numb. Life sucks. I'd rather live in that point in time. So what was I doing when I was in that point in time? And sometimes that's helpful, bruh. Sometimes that brings that inner child out. You can heal. You feel me? You can learn certain things about yourself you didn't know. Connect back with yourself again, with that for real. So I ain't knocking it. Sometimes, you might revive a passion that you didn't know you had. Like you restart that passion and you don't know where you gonna go with it. You feel me? But like sometimes people use it to escape, and that's dangerous. Cause like, you know, I find all these different drugs I used to take. Man, I wish I could like smoke all them things again, or like get that fucked up again, and just be in that position where I ain't give a fuck no more. Like, and I just sit there and do whatever the hell I want, bro. Like, knowing damn well I got stuff to do, bro. Knowing damn well I got a mission I'm trying to accomplish. Knowing damn well I got something I know there's something out here I gotta do. I was speaking from experience too. This is my own like real thoughts that I be having when I look at right, like. Like looking at my photos, like, dang, bro, like that used to be fun, bro. But there was nothing there, bro. Like, there was nothing there. you know, it was nothing there, but the drugs or whatever I was escaping from, trying to escape from, nothing there, bro. Like, so then I gotta wake up and face whatever it is, like I was running from. But like it's easy to get stuck in those places if you don't have something to pull you out, and that's usually who you are now, what you built for yourself now. It's interesting you brought that up, bro. I really was thinking about that all this week.
Yeah, I've been. That shit's always just been in my head, bro. Like I'll always be like admiring the fuck out the past, just cause we was so in the moment with shit. Like everything was right now. Like damn, like right now suck or right now is amazing. Right now was like I swear up until probably 22 and shit like that, motherfuckers. We was not thinking this deeply or this like trying to think this far ahead and shit. Like it started becoming more about the future and not really about like right now. And like all this shit just took us out the present, and it just made it made that time feel more desirable because it was like, all right, everything's like you can't even really enjoy the shit that you used to be able to enjoy. Cause like think about like summer vacation and shit. Like you get 2 months of absolutely doing nothing. Like you can wake up for 2 months every single day and think, well, I ain't gotta do shit. Like, I think about how peaceful that shit sounds for real. Like on the dead for real. Like 2 whole months you can bullshit. It ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. You ain't gotta go to work. You ain't gotta get up. You could just chill for 2 whole fucking months and then go back to work. It's like, nigga, that level of you can't even have that same type of fun nowadays. You could probably take a week off work, but your ass gonna be thinking about work that damn near the whole week. By the time it's your third or fourth day, you done got sad as fuck because it's like, shit, I got 2 more days left out of this bitch. Then it's back to work doing this, that, and the third. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it take you so it take everything out. It take the fun out of shit. Like it take the whole experience of just shit that you used to do every fucking, especially considering the fact that we did that shit every single year for 12 years. Like for 12 years straight, nigga, we got a 2 month break from responsibility. It's like, yeah, that should be kind of, especially when you didn't go to college and shit. That should be kind of hard as fuck to give up because it's like when you go to, that's the only reason I wish I went to college, just so that mentality of still having to be on your shit throughout this time period was still been in my head. Like I don't even care what the fuck I would have went for it, but that's the only reason I went. I wish I would have went, cause giving me all that damn freedom just let me do what the fuck I wanted to do, which ain't what the fuck I needed for real. Like giving the motherfucker freedom that's ready to get off the leash is the wrong thing to do.
Hmm. Nah, especially if you don't know better, you feel me?
Facts.
You know, if you don't know better, then that's what fucked up, you know. That's why it's important to have people who can guide you in those moments where you ain't gotta do shit, you know, and to listen to those people. You know, so I'm not like you don't listen to those people, bro. Like you being that young too, like you don't even know better. Like, you just don't even know better. They say you more than likely gonna fall into the world, and what the world tells you is best for you. But if you don't got that reason in your head, boy, like if you ain't listening to that voice of reason in your head, if you don't even know how to discern it, bro, you finna continuously fall into the bullshit. Like,
Facts.
and I think I'm learning that now that I'm more in the world myself and I having to stand on my own. Cause before, it's not that I didn't have that, I just didn't care. Like, you feel me? Like, a part of me just needed to know what that sounded like. Feel me? Cause I didn't trust the people who was in my ears, or I didn't give up two dams about it. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not listening to you. You know, for my own personal reasons. You feel me? I can't trust you. Stop talking to me. I need to know what's real. So me being stubborn, I had to go do that, and that caused me to be burning a lot of. Feel me? Like get fucked up in ways that I didn't need to. If I was to just shut the hell up and listen, my to the side, my so I like freedom, beautiful, beautiful thing, the possibility.
How you breaking up, bro?
Saying like the possibilities of doing nothing, like in doing nothing is endless. Like you can literally do anything you want. You're not subjected to the tracks in which like they put in front of you with this whole survival shit. Like still the world is yours regardless. But like, man, it's a different feeling when you don't have no worries No stress, no none of that. It's a different feeling.
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful rhyme. You know, we all got responsibility, bro. Like, but damn, like, mm,
It'd be good for everybody in the world to get a 2 month break off work. Everybody get their designated
man,
summer break. Goddamn.
some people crazy, bro. They would not know what to do at their time, boy. What? They wouldn't know what to do.
Well, I know motherfuckers sleeping the whole time. They about to hibernate. Goddamn.
For real, bro. 2 months don't even feel like a long time, bro. Like, cause it feels like I'm still subjected to those 2 months, and now I gotta anticipate when those 2 months is over. Like,
I mean, it's go.
it's
If I ain't gonna lie, if work had the same type of schedule as like fucking summer or some shit like that, nah, that wouldn't work because everything can't be shut down in the fucking summer. Everything can't be shut down in the summer, man. That should be crazy. But I don't know how the fuck it would work. But if everybody was able to get like everybody was designated 2 months to get off during whatever time they want to, they just gotta work enough hours to get the shit, then they can get it. It's like, bruh, I'm sleeping. I'm about to fucking vacation out this motherfucker, bruh. Back in the ass. I don't even know. What would you do like if you did had 2 months to just do whatever the fuck you want in? And let's say for the sake of it, you got as much money as you want to, and you got 2 months to just do whatever.
take a seat, not think about anything for as long as I can till I connect back to the source and I start making movements in the direction in which I want to go in. So I'll probably be asleep for some time in the first however long. It probably wouldn't be a whole month or whatever, but for a whole week, I'd probably be, and then a week after, I'll probably be recovering from everything.
You.
And then
Oh my god. Go ahead.
what?
Bro, I'm sitting there thinking about everything I would do, and you said the same shit. I literally said I'm designating a week to smoking and sleeping. I'm gonna recover the next week and then just go from there. And then,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Say something. What the? Hold on. I think my headphones tripping. Like, keep talking. Check that. All right, say something again. Okay, wait, no, yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you on stream either. Oh, this shit got like a 10-second delay. I gotta wait to see this motherfucker. All right, say something again. She said, "Take your time, what's the rush?" I said, "Baby, you're a dog, I'm a mutt." Okay, wait, no, yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you on stream either. Let me see something. Bow. Technical difficulty. Give us a second. Rock with us. Okay, well, say something again, Zay. What the fuck? Okay, let me see if it's just me. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back. All right, what's up?
Yo,
Yes, sir, ski.
there it go.
And now we cooking with grease, my brother.
But yeah, man.
All right, what the hell you
2 weeks. 2 weeks to recover. Then after that, we up, bro. After that, I feel like, things up from there. Everything will move the way I need to. 2 weeks to recover.
Yeah, bro.
Third week. Oh, my brain. Bro, this got my head hurting.
You said what?
This shit got my head hurting, boy. Them pills. Whew. I don't think it's a pill. I think it's just the sinus pressure just blow my head up. But
You straight?
yeah, I'll be alright.
Shit, let me know. Get off your knees.
But yeah, man, that what it take, bro. 3 weeks to get back on this shit. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
You know, keep it on the hush hush. My thing is, this world that they built was oddly designed to keep us from like a lot of shit that we truly want to do. To the point where we can't even recognize it sometimes, bro. Excuse me. So 2 months is dangerous. You feel me? You saw how a lot of people popped out, popped off in COVID time, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like 2 months really. That's all it take for real. If you focus enough. All this fucking corporate shit, just building other motherfuckers' businesses, just doing all this other shit for other people. You know, it's cool and all. But how far is it really gonna get you in the shit that you want to do?
Right.
Like, how much are you really sacrificing? Like, you really sacrificing a lot of time, energy, and mental. You feel me? A lot of this stuff, yeah, it's universal. You can take these tools and take it wherever. But, like, at the end of the day, like, it should take time away. Or it just adds time to what you're trying to do. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. But 2 months, bro. You gotta spend your ass.
Straight cool in 2 months.
You gotta spend that time wisely, bro. Like, you gotta spend that time wisely. Like, you can't fuck up, bro.
I'm for sure sleeping for a whole week. I don't give no fuck. A week of sleep, indeed, sir. I need that.
Yeah, it's necessary, bro.
And I ain't gonna even lie with you, bro. I'm gonna probably comatose every time. I'm gonna be fucked up and eating. I'm gonna eat my way to sleep. Next week, shed all that shit off. Goddamn.
Yeah, man. 2 weeks, bro. And I'm up. Well, I'm finna KO my head.
That's why I stopped. I was about to ask you, like, are you good, gang? Get off this bitch. Ain't shit.
Oh, like, I don't want to, bro. This is a good conversation. But nah, buddy, bro. I need it. But nah, we gonna be alright, bro.
I feel it, bro. That's all good.
But hey, bro, it's good talking with you always, fool. I love it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Glad to know you doing well.
Same, bro. Man. Good to know motherfuckers understood.
Yeah, not facts.
Type shit.
Well, I love my brother, man. Oh, I love my dog, bro.
For lifer. Face
Bro, it's gonna be funny if we break down in front of each other, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's the next step of brotherhood I ain't never had before, bro. You feel me? You know, first time for everything.
Niggas gotta cry. See, the thing about it is, bro, we like super grown, bro. You gotta watch a grown man cry. Oh, that's it, bro. Like, what if a nigga don't cry?
Gonna happen, bro.
What if one of us don't cry till 5 years from now? Nigga, break it down at 29 and 30, bro.
For real.
Ain't nothing wrong with crying at that age, but it's just like,